That's a walk-off for the Toronto Blue Jays as they win this one 5-4 over the New York Yankees down there in Dunedin. And the Blue Jays, with the Bo Bichette walk-off, win it 5-4 and win the series 2-1 and improve to 4-2 against the Yankees this year and get back to 500, 6-6 on the year for the Blue Jays. Corey Kluber was on the mound for the Yankees, and it was initially supposed to be Ross Stripling, but he gets scratched, so TJ Zoik gets the ball on the mound for the Blue Jays today. And it didn't start great for TJ. It leaves a high slider up for Aaron Judge in the top of the first inning. He barrels it up and deep and gone to left field to give the Yankees the 1-0 lead in the top half of the first inning. I've said it in countless videos, you want your starts to give you a couple good innings to start off before you get your offense mojo going. Well, the first run in the first inning for the Yankees, not a good start. But then he does a good job in the rest of the first to kind of cool that down, does a good job in the second inning. And in the bottom half of the second inning, Rowdy Tellez gets on base. He gets, I think it was the base hit to left field. Great job for Rowdy taking the ball the other way with them in the heavy shift. And then Alejandro Kirk comes up and gets a hanger from Corey Kluber and crushes it to left field, deep and way gone. Two of the guys that Jays fans have been harping on all year long. Well, I guess Kirk is in the position of being a catcher. Him and Jansen offensively did nothing this year. But Kirk gets the 2-run bomb and Rowdy Tellez getting another hit. And the Blue Jays take the lead. It's now a 2-1 ball game. All right, just what you want to see. Bottom half of the third inning, Bo Bichette comes up and he hits a ball deep. And it doesn't look like it's going to get out of here, but it does! A solo bomb for Bo. The Blue Jays add another run. It's now 3-1 Blue Jays. All right, go to the top of the fourth inning. You want to put up a 0 after you just took the 3-1 lead. No. Aaron Judge comes up again and crushes a ball to center field, and it's way gone. For Aaron Judge, second home run of the ball game. It's now a 3-2 Blue Jay lead. Couple batters later, a fly ball, I think it was from, I want to say it was Gleyber Torres, hits it to right field, and Josh Palacios, he must have thought it's going to bounce off the wall, so I might as well play it off the wall. Problem, it bounced and then hit the wall. So most definitely a catchable ball for Josh Palacios. Plays it off the wall. Now they have second and third now with only one away. Now I think Zoik gets Jay Bruce to strike out. But then Gio Urshela comes up and hits a 2-run single to give the Yankees the 4-3 lead. At that point, I'm like, man, you got to make the simple plays. You cannot keep making continuous errors like that. And the Yankees were doing that as well. A lot of errors on their side of the ball as well. Oh, George trying to barehand a double play ball. Yeah, ain't that too swift? I understand the ball was thrown the other side of the body, but get your glove up there. Don't try and barehand it like you're hot stuff, because he clearly ain't. But now the Blue Jays are down 4-3. Not good defense, and the Yankees get some timely hits. The Blue Jays at that point had tons of base runners, just haven't really got any big clutch hits to put the game away. And in the bottom half of the sixth inning, I think the Blue Jays have the bases loaded and nobody out for Josh Palacios. And I'm thinking to myself, this is your inning. Jonathan Loaisiga has not been good. He gave up back-to-back singles. I think it was to Vladdy and Rowdy Tellez, or was I no? I forgot who it was. Rowdy and maybe like Gurriel, I think it was, got back-to-back hits or something like that. And, and then he hits Kirk and the bases are loaded, right? Palacios grounds to first to Bruce, gets thrown out, and then Rowdy gets thrown out at the plate. No, that's a lie. I don't know who the heck was running home. I think it was Gurriel. Yeah, it was Gurriel, and he gets thrown out at the plate. Bases still loaded, but now there's one out. And you got Marcus Semien up, and then a wild pitch ensues. Rowdy comes in to score, and the Blue Jays have tied the game at 4. But I'm thinking to myself, okay, you have who would come out after that? It would be obviously Darren O'Day, Chad Green, and then Chapman in the 7, 8, 9. So the Blue Jays, this is your inning in the bottom of the 6th. You get that lead, you put the pressure on the Yankees offense to get some runs off your pen. Well, they don't get anything after that. Marcus Semien, it's a shallow fly ball to left field. Gardner catches it, and obviously no one's going to come in to score on the play. And then Bo gets out to end the inning. I'm like, that was a golden opportunity. You really should have capitalized. And the very next inning for the Blue Jays offensively, Vladdy was at second with one away. you still can't cash them in. You're getting these opportunities and you're not driving them in. You got to find a way. And that was, I think, Darren O'Day was in the 7th. They bring out Justin Wilson in the 8th, and I'm thinking, okay, well, we'll see how he does. He does a very good job to get out of the inning. And in the bottom half of the 9th inning, I am baffled by Aaron Boone's decision to not use Aroldis Chapman. Now, hear me out, because I know people are going to say, well, it wasn't a save situation. Think of this situation at hand, though. It's the bottom of the 9th inning. You've got Bo Bichette, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. coming up to lead off the inning. You want your best guy out there. But they don't. They don't go with Aroldis Chapman. They go with Chad Green, who's very good. They don't go with Chapman. And I'm like, that might be a huge mistake. First batter of the inning, Bo Bichette comes up, and he belts one deep and gone. The walk-off home run for Bo Bichette, his second bomb of the game. And the Blue Jays win it. 5-4. They're 4-2 against the Yankees this year. As I've said a lot, if you can beat the teams in your division, you will go a long way. And people are going to say, well, the Yankees aren't at full strength. Well, clearly the Jays aren't at full strength. They just lost 2 relievers yesterday. Hernandez is on the IL. Springer still ain't here yet, and they still don't have really any starting pitching help. Pearson's still on the shelf. They didn't have Stanton or LeMahieu, but any Yankee fan will tell you Stanton's been horrendous this year, so really not missing much there. Yeah, LeMahieu, that's kind of tough. But either way, the Blue Jays went out there today and did a job. They went out there and they got a W. They could have won this game a lot bigger, but they didn't get the clutch hits. But the bullpen was great. Fantastic after TJ Zoik left that game. The bullpen was unreal. We'll get to their stats in a second. I have all these numbers written down. They were awesome. And let's get right into it. I probably ripped off 2 pieces of paper. I did. Okay? This is what happens. There we go. I got all my stats here. Bo Bichette, obviously offensively, won a ball game for him. 3 for 5 in the game, scored 2 runs, had a couple RBIs, obviously on the 2 home runs that he got. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. just continues to play unbelievable offense. He didn't make any crazy plays offensively, and that's fine. That's what you want to. You don't want to hear anything about Vlad on the defensive side of the ball because it means he had a good ball game. But on the offensive side of the ball, he just hit 2 rockets. 2 for 4 in the game for Vladdy. Again, his on base is over 500. He's hitting pretty damn close to 400 on the season. Vladdy is on another level right now. He's seeing the ball extremely well. He's barreling up everything, and it doesn't have to be a home run. He's hitting line drive, and he's hitting them hard. That's all he can do to be one of the best in the big leagues. And that's what he's doing right now. Now, he will hit a slump at some point in time in the season. The question is, how is he going to bounce back? And that's the thing we're all waiting for. But as of right now, we're just watching this kid go out there and absolutely just rake. And it's so fun to watch. And Rowdy Tellez, everybody counting this guy out. Going like 0 for 21 or 0 for 23 to start the year, whatever the heck it was. Oh, this guy's terrible. Get rid of this guy, blah, blah, blah. Then he gets a hit in the opener of the series, and I was like, oh, well, it's just 1 hit. And yesterday, he hits his first home run. Yeah, well, it's only 2 hits. And it's only the first home run of the year. Then he goes 2 for 4 today and takes a ball the other way for a single, and his other hit was a line drive right up the middle. He has 4 hits in the series. He has a hit in every series. He had a home run, and he scored 2 runs in today's ballgame. The Rowdy haters are pretty damn quiet right now. This guy can hit. It was just a matter of time. I said it before, I said it many times. I'll say it again. All he needed was 1 to open up the floodgates, and that's exactly what we're seeing for Rowdy Tellez. The confidence has gone way up, and he's feeling fantastic. Let's get to the pitching side of things, where TJ Zoik, as I mentioned, got the start today. Went 4 innings, gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, 2 strikeouts, and walked 2. And unfortunately for TJ, all 4 were earned runs. But really, if Josh Palacios made that play, who knows? You could have been out of that inning because he struck out Jay Bruce after that. You wouldn't have scored the 2 runs. It would have gone 4 innings of 2-run ball. It would have looked a lot different than the 4 innings and 4 runs against. But it is what it is. You got to get Gio Urshela out to end that inning and bail out your outfielder. But he couldn't do so, and it's kind of a tough time for TJ Zoik. His last couple starts have been a little shaky. Defense hasn't been good behind him, but you got to pick them up at some point. He didn't do that today. But it is what it is for TJ Zoik. Trent Thornton was great. He was great yet again coming out of the pen. 2 innings, allowed 1 hit, walked a batter, and that was it. So great job for Trent Thorne. As I mentioned, the bullpen after TJ Zoik was absolutely stellar. Anthony Castro came out here. If you guys watched my spring training videos, first off, I applaud you for hanging in through those videos. I was mentioning Anthony Castro basically on a weekly basis because he was just putting up 0 after 0 after 0 after 0. And I'm like, oh, he's got some pretty good stuff. All right, well, maybe he's going to make the team. He obviously didn't make the team, went to the alternate site, but with Julian Merriweather going down and David Phelps getting the line drive hit off him yesterday, they bring up Anthony Castro, and he was great today. Now, obviously, the Yankees don't know anything about him, so it's going to be kind of hard for them to kind of jump into this, but he didn't look out of place. He looked very comfortable, went 2 innings, didn't allow a hit, didn't walk a batter, and got a strikeout. So a great job for Anthony Castro in his Blue Jays regular season debut, especially with the way the Yankees were throwing out their relievers. You needed some guys to eat up some innings, and Anthony Castro gave you 2, and he was awesome. And guys, everyone yapping Rafael Dolis after his first 2 outings saying he's terrible and to get rid of him. I mean, that's Toronto sports fans in a nutshell, right? Guy's a great year last year. He's a couple bad outings to start the season. Get rid of him, all right? His last outing was fantastic, and today it was maybe even better. Obviously, he went an inning and 2/3 and was shut out in the last one, but today he was just dynamite. Went an inning, didn't allow a hit, didn't walk a batter, and had a strikeout. Rafael Dolis was money tonight in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And there were a couple things that I wanted to bring up today. Well, there are a couple blunders, I guess, for the Blue Jays. Was Cavan Biggio, he had a triple today, and he rounded third really sharply, and the throw came into third, and he got in a rundown and got tagged out. There was 2 out on the play. I'm not really sure what he was thinking about, but a rough time for Cavan Biggio. He's had a tough time this year getting used to third base on the defensive side and offensively trying to be more aggressive at the plate, but not being too impatient and swinging at bad pitches. He is striking out a lot this season, but for Cavan Biggio, I have faith in him that he will come around. He will figure things out. But overall, he's struggling, and he really is. I think he has hits. I think he had 2 hits yesterday, and he had a hit again today, which is not bad for Biggio. But again, he looks a little off still. I think that's just going to take some time for him to get in the mojo of things. All right, the next set for the Toronto Blue Jays, all right? No more American League East teams, no more Yankees for a little bit as they head. I totally forgot. Is it home or away? I think it's in Kansas City at Kauffman Stadium as the Blue Jays head to Kansas City to take on the Royals. It's an 8:10 first pitch tomorrow. It's a 4-game set. So obviously Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the set against the Kansas City Royals. 2 games at 8:10 and 2 games at 2:10. Against the Kansas City Royals. I'm assuming they haven't announced pitching matchups for tomorrow, so I have no idea who's going on the mound for the Royals. Any Royal fans coming on here, which would be great. They can let me know who's on the mound tomorrow for the Royals if we don't all know already. But I'm assuming, I'm going to guess here that Steven Matz is going to get the ball for the Blue Jays in the game tomorrow night in KC. Game 1 of the 4-game set against the Royals. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed this ball game today for the Blue Jays, hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, and if I missed anything, let me know. If there's anything I missed that you guys want to bring up and talk about, let me know in the comments below. Twitter is down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff. The Instagram link is down below, so follow up there if you have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys, Raptors edition, tonight as they take on DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. I know most people are all aboard Tank Nation. No Trent today, no Lowry, no Fred VanVleet. So I think the Raptors are even all aboard. So we'll have to see how that game goes tonight against DeMar and the San Antonio Spurs at 7:30 tonight. And as for the Leafs, their next contest is tomorrow night as they welcome in the Winnipeg Jets to Scotiabank Arena. Obviously, the Leafs looking to get back into the win, come after a couple tough losses, one in overtime to Calgary, and then the other one to Montreal. And Jack Campbell's probably going to be back in the cage tomorrow for the Leafs. They're looking for a bounce-back game and get back into the W column, 7 o'clock against the Jets. And as for the Blue Jays, as I've mentioned, their next game is tomorrow night against the Kansas City Royals, an 8:10 first pitch at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. It's a 4-game set. Game 1 goes tomorrow. I'm assuming Steven Matz gets the ball for the Blue Jays in Game 1, all right? So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.